All right, Steelers at Titans. We didn't talk about it. Is this our game of the week?
It's got to be.
It's the battle of the unbeatens. I think it has to be too. And we've got some pretty good games that we're getting ready to talk about. But both these teams are unbeaten. And what I really love about this game is that it's in Tennessee. So I think the Steelers are the better team. From what we've seen so far, I think they're the better team, at least defensively. But it's in Tennessee. So, that home field, the travel and all that kind of stuff. So the Steelers, should be the favorite. But if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it on the road. I'm glad that both the Colts and the Dolphins are on a bye week and the Bucs play Sunday night, because I want you both to know, if you come over this weekend, this is the game I'm watching.
I'm totally on board for that.
Yeah. I mean, Tannehill and Henry going against the Steelers defense. Woo! Anyway, I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch this game. It's a matchup of unbeatens. I've gone back and forth on this one, have struggled to come out with a clear-cut favorite to win this game. I know the Steelers lost their inside linebacker, Devin Bush, last week to a torn ACL, and missing a very important piece to your defense can throw off the entire dynamic. Just look at the Colts with Darius Leonard being out. But his replacement, Robert Spillane, has came in. He went into last week's game, had 6 tackles, including a 6-yard tackle for loss. Tomlin has already thrown his entire support and confidence behind him. So I think the Steelers' defense will hardly miss a beat with Devin Bush being out. They're currently the number 1 ranked defense in terms of rushing and passing yardage. So I expect them to slow King Henry down just enough and limit Tannehill just enough to squeak this one out.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be a different kind of test than what the Steelers have had so far this year. Most of their games have been a little on the easier side, but the defense is definitely going to get tested here. But I think it stands up. T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward and Bud Dupree and Joe Hayden and Meek Fitzpatrick, like, these dudes are dogs. Like, I know Derrick Henry's a big dude, and some of these teams, Josh Normans of the world are scared to go at him now. But I look at the Steelers defense, and not one of these dudes do I think is going to back down from Derrick Henry. And I heard Ike Taylor in an interview just earlier today talking about, back in the day, Tomlin had that defense brainwashed to the point that when they saw backs, like in his day, it was Jamal Charles and Corey Dillon. Now it's Derrick Henry. And he said that they were basically brainwashed into being excited to go and hit the dudes. The bigger dudes, you have to hit harder. So I think the Steelers are going to come out. I think they're going to make Derrick Henry look human in this one. I think they're going to intercept a ball or two from Tannehill and show why they're the best defense in the league, and I have the Steelers winning.
So when you say they make Derrick Henry look human, you mean he's only going to have 170 yards? And in final note with this, if the Titans win this puts an end to all speculation of how legit they are.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're all 3 Tannehill fans. We talk about that. Anybody who's paying attention knows that we like this kid, and I like what Vrabel's doing. We say that all the time. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. There's still that, the first 3 games, they only won by a total of 6 points against teams that I think had only won 1 game combined. And there's still that whole thing there. But if they beat the Steelers at that point, they're in the top tier, in my opinion. So, but I'm reluctantly taking the Steelers this weekend.